Hello and welcome. My name is Mansoor. I am a subject matter expert for ELT with Macmillan Education. Today, I would like to talk to you a little bit about practicing listening skills in a virtual environment. Um, the way we, as teachers, practice listening skills in a conventional classroom is a little different from how you can do it when you're teaching your children online. In fact, there are tremendous advantages of teaching listening skills online. It allows you to use a whole range of material which is otherwise not available, and it allows you to engage children in different ways. As always, you have to, as a teacher, find creative ways of using the material which you have in your books, in the books which children are using. So, first of all, it's important to understand that listening is not a test of general knowledge. A listening task is always based on a particular listening input, and that task, the questions, children should be able to answer based on that listening input itself. So, for example, if I play a Michael Jackson song for you and then ask you to name the singer, this is not a test of listening skills. Why? Because even though you might have heard everything clearly and correctly, if you've never heard of Michael Jackson, and if you've not listened to Michael Jackson's song, you will still not be able to answer the question. But that does not show that you have poor listening skills. So listening is not a test of general knowledge. Virtual classrooms allow us much greater flexibility to use varied audio material, because there is a whole range of material that is available online for use and free of use. It's free of use, and these can be accessed when you're teaching your children online. So teachers need to be up to doing a lot of research, looking for creative material available online for free. You can also use authentic listening material from various online sources. This is an excellent practice for listening. This kind of material is usually not easily available, and in fact, very few books are able to introduce or include this kind of material in their contents as part of the book. But authentic listening material is available online, and it can be used beautifully when you're teaching children online. It's very easy to access, and for you as well as for your students. Now, just to give you a few examples, now LibriVox is available for free. It's public domain audiobooks, so it's not only an excellent source for listening to books, an introduction to literature for students, but especially if you're practicing listening skills, say in the middle school level, you can get excellent excerpts from this website. Elo is another website where you have a lot of listening material available for free. You can search with topic as well as levels here. So what we are going to do right now is we are going to look at Macmillan's English Fairy, which is one of its leading series for ELT. We'll look at book 5, and we'll see how a particular sequencing task, which is part of listening, which is given in the book, how can it be done in a more creative way when we are teaching children online. So let's go there and have a look. Let's go to page 65 and see what the task is. So this is the task here. It says, listen to a story from the childhood days of Chandrasekhar Azad and put the sentences in the correct sequence. So there is a sequence of sentences which children need to put in the correct order, listening to the test. Now, one way of doing it is that you directly go to the task and just do what is needed. So you have the listening input.
Chandrasekhar Azad was born on 23rd July 1906 in a small town in
So there is the listening text for you, and then children have this sequence of sentences, and they have to, type the correct numbers, and then once they submit it, they'll get to know how many they've got right, how many they have, got wrong. But how do we go about this? This is if we do it like this, then this is exactly how it is in the book. So when we are teaching children online, how can we do it a little more creatively? So I have a few ideas on this. I'll just share those with you, how things can be done a little differently. Just a second. Yes, so one of the things is you first let them read the sentences, give them time to do this. Why not listen first? So in a task like this, when children read the sentences without listening to the text, they get an idea of the context. They know what the theme is, and once they know that, they will be automatically geared towards listening certain words, certain phrases, etc. For example, now in this case, they will know what kind of things they will be listening to. So it prepares them. Then let them only listen to the audio the first time, just so that they get the whole story. You don't have to ask them to do the task at the same time. So let them only listen, let them get an idea of the story. Now let them read the sentences again and see if they can number a few already from their very first listening. Don't have to check the answers at this stage. Now play the audio a second time and let them listen and number at the same time. So this would complete the task. Everything should have a language aim, everything that we do in the classroom. So even when you're teaching online, this principle applies. So in the previous slide, we said, first let them read the sentences, give them time for this. But it is possible for you to also create a task. For example, when you ask them for the first time just to listen to the audio and not mark any answers, you can still have an objective for them. You can tell them that when they are listening to the text for the first time, you're going to ask them the question, what the text is about. So in their first listening, they should be able to answer only this, what the text is about. So that helps with global listening. They understand what the theme is, what the context is, what the story is about, and it really focuses their attention. And from here, then they can move on to the actual task.
Chandrasekhar Azad was born on 23rd July 1906 in a small town in Uttar Pradesh.
Now let me just fill this in and submit
to study Sanskrit at Kashi.
Just at random
The Jallianwala Bagh tragedy
to see
deeply troubled the young boy, and in
what the
1921,
answers are,
he joined Mahatma Gandhi's non-cooperation.
and I submit it. So I get to see which ones I've got right and which ones I've not got right. So these are some of the ways in which listening can be practiced online when you are conducting virtual classrooms. As always, I repeat, a teacher has to find really creative ways of presenting the text which is there in the book for the students to make them engaging. Well, so I'll stop here for today and we'll meet again soon. Thank you.